The American education system found itself at a crossroads in February 2025. Elon Musk, the ever-controversial tech magnate, spearheaded a series of drastic budget cuts to the Department of Education. Musk, leading the Department of Government Efficiency, targeted the Institute of Education Sciences with a nearly $900 million reduction in funding. This move sent shockwaves through the education sector, leaving many questioning the future of American education. The cuts, announced in early February, represented a significant chunk of the Institute's budget. The Institute, responsible for research and data collection within the department, faced an uncertain future. 169 contracts were terminated. These included long-term studies on crucial aspects of education. These studies focused on student learning, effective teaching strategies, and support systems for students with disabilities. The cuts extended beyond research initiatives. The Department of Government Efficiency also took aim at programs promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion. 89 contracts totaling $881 million were canceled. Additionally, 29 diversity, equity, and inclusion training grants, amounting to $101 million, were eliminated. These drastic actions signaled a potential shift in the educational landscape. The cuts, justified in the name of efficiency and eliminating waste, raised concerns about the future direction of American education. Many worried about the potential consequences for students, educators, and the nation's global standing. The Department of Government Efficiency's sweeping cuts left a trail of discontinued programs and initiatives. Among the casualties were vital resources for educators and policymakers. The What Works Clearinghouse, a repository of evidence-based practices, faced an uncertain future. The School Pulse Panel, a crucial tool for gathering real-time data on school climate and student well-being, was also affected. The cuts extended beyond these specific programs. Research in key areas like international education, career and technical education, and early childhood education also faced potential setbacks. The loss of funding threatened to stifle innovation and progress in these critical areas. While some programs faced elimination, others emerged relatively unscathed. The National Assessment of Educational Progress, often referred to as the nation's report card, remained untouched. Similarly, the College Scorecard and College Navigator, tools providing valuable information for prospective college students, were spared from the cuts. The selective nature of the cuts raised eyebrows. Critics questioned the rationale behind prioritizing certain programs while dismantling others. The impact on the educational landscape remained to be seen, but the cuts signaled a potential shift in priorities and a departure from evidence-based decision-making. In the wake of the controversial cuts, the Department of Government Efficiency, under Musk's leadership, mounted a defense of its actions. The department pointed to widespread waste, fraud, and abuse within the Department of Education as justification for the drastic measures. Musk, known for his blunt communication style, took to social media to highlight what he deemed as frivolous spending. He cited a $1.5 million contract for observing mail operations as a prime example of government inefficiency. The Department of Government Efficiency argued that the cuts were essential for redirecting funds towards meaningful learning. They emphasized the need to ensure taxpayer dollars were used responsibly and effectively. The department presented the cuts as a necessary step towards streamlining operations and maximizing the impact of educational spending. Musk and his supporters argued that the existing system was bogged down by bureaucracy and outdated practices. They envisioned a leaner, more agile Department of Education, capable of adapting to the evolving needs of 21st century learners. The cuts, they asserted, were not about dismantling public education, but rather about rebuilding it from the ground up. However, critics remained unconvinced. They argued that the cuts were driven by ideology rather than sound fiscal policy. They questioned the lack of transparency and consultation with educators and researchers. The debate over the future of American education raged on, with no clear consensus in sight. If this was helpful, give us a like, and think about subscribing. It helps our goal to educate and inform about what's really going on.